ocean breeze, hearts and sink, sink, sink. Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with a neighbor, dance with your friends. And then Florida's the place, place. Gardens growing. We've got that grace. You should join us, making life better. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with your neighbor, dance for your friends. Live for the moments, join the ocean breeze, hearts and sink, sink, sink. Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom.
Well, to hear. Sorry, guys. I was welcoming you all in. Let me bring Jags up. Please welcome to the stage.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. He's my other mango lover. It's good to see everybody who came in. Thanks, Brenda, for coming in. First, Duncan 1900 Homestead. Gear, our hearts are with you that you're stuck at work, buddy. I'm so sorry. New Horizons Above and Beyond. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Tofu. Thank you for letting me know I was muted. And Miss Sharon. The mod god there, Miss Sharon. Well, as you could see from my title, Sunday I go to the Mango Festival down here. I got tickets, but I got tickets just for myself because none of my family is like as mango wild as I am. They'll eat them, but yeah. So it is in downtown West Palm Beach this year. Last year it was at Mounts Botanical Garden and they sold out of all the tickets like right away. So I wasn't even able to get a ticket last year. This year they had way more and it's probably going to be a very large event because I believe it's in a convention center, indoor convention center. I have the Facebook page, along with, hey, don't message me while I'm live. Don't need any, but let me take that down until I can get to that. Do not want to do spicy messages. No, I don't have any spicy messages, but you know what I mean. I don't know. It's like overlapped somehow. I can't find what I have pulled up. So what do you have going on, Jags? Well,
take your time. Take your time.
What do you have going on, Jags, right now with your garden and the heat and everything? It's hitting you guys, I think, harder than it's hitting us.
I don't have a garden. The only thing I planted was cayenne pepper. I have a fruit forest up here by the house, and I got a
nice
one papaya. I got a bunch of apples. Only got one cherry, Barbados cherry.
Got oh no! I better put tulle over mine then.
Why do Florida want to act like Texas?
I mean, in what way?
I bought me a.
There goes my Wi-Fi.
that Florida King is doing the same thing that Texas would usually do. Texas would, I'll say it simple. Texas a lie and say they got a big giant peach.
Yeah.
Man, them Georgia King peaches were so small. They was just a little bigger than a tennis ball. The ping pong ball.
I see. Yeah,
Hey,
that's my Florida Belle. They're real small when I got them off the tree, and now too, it looks like it doesn't even want to be in my backyard. It looks like it's suffering.
that fella
Yeah,
was
our
sweet.
I have to say, yeah, the peach though, the peaches that came off the tree were delicious. They were absolutely packed with full peach flavor for such a small peach, but we can't compete with Georgia peaches yet. Ours are still subpar.
It wasn't yellow or reddish. It was white on the inside. And that fella, it was real juicy. And you take the first little bite, you're dripping juices on the floor.
Oh, that sounds good though.
It was a beautiful tasting. It just wasn't big.
No, they're not. I don't know why. I'm not sure. My Wi-Fi is doing the weird things again. Hey guys, I'll have a.
But majestic peach I only have 4 of them, but those fellas was about just a little smaller than a softball.
That's good. Okay. I'm not really sure. I've got to go and check your channel out, New Horizons. I'm not really sure if I've been over to your channel in a while, but that's great. Yeah, we're all trying to do stuff on our channels. I know I haven't been able to get out and do much videoing, and we've had the rain here finally, but it just threatens us and then it doesn't show up. We get lots of noise and gray skies. It's like, I'm coming to get you. I'm going to get your fruit trees and water them for you. Don't worry. And then it's like, psst, psst. Okay, I'm out of here. Like hardly anything. It's like it just spits barely on my yard, and I'm like, that's not right.
It's
all the noise.
No, a little after 6, about 6:20, 6:30, it started pouring down. I asked my wife, I said, it's raining out there. She said, you don't hear it? I said, man, it rained for about a 15, 20 minute stop. I said, well, I guess I can go feed the dog now.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, we had it off and on all day long today. I am really not sure what is going on, but nothing like major falling. We had a little bit that sounded like real rain and then it went away. Yeah, Miss Sharon, I'm getting that with Wi-Fi's on Friday night. Like, I don't know what is going on, if it's my Wi-Fi or it's something coming through YouTube. Because people can. Our Wi-Fi is just acting up. Go figure. On Friday nights and Saturday nights when Diva and I are usually live together. Yeah, and that's just not good. But it never happened. Like, it wasn't happening before. So all of a sudden, it's just happening. And then Miss Sharon says she's not able to click on people's names, so something's going on the YouTube side too.
Well, yeah, there was a while back. I clicked to go on Tampa's live. It wouldn't let me up. Even if she put it in chat and I click on it, I still couldn't go up. Now I can go up, but from January to about the beginning of April, I would press the button and go up on people live. It wouldn't let me up, but I can go up on Mr. Bammett. But as far as going up on Tampa, even Lid, I was trying to click his. I sent message and stuff. Message wouldn't even go through. So
wow, that's crazy. No, I don't either. That's just crazy. I just think, like, I've seen people backdoor. That's a terrible term, but I've seen people go through StreamYard and do some things that are not ethical, we'll just say.
Yeah.
And you can't kick them down. And they're like hackers. And you know, one of them's even in the community, and people think, oh, he's so nice. No, he can get up
Several
on the
in the
back.
community.
Yeah, there are several they hide, but definitely, yeah, came up one night and the person couldn't kick them from the backside of StreamYard. So there's got to be a way too to go into YouTube, and I think they're always constantly trying to fix that on YouTube side. That's why we get all the updates. So everybody who is in here, make sure you've done your updates. This these apples too are like we were hearing, they're compromised right now. So I did check New Horizons. I am sub to you. I'm sorry I haven't been over in a while. Did you guys change your name around a little bit at all? I do like the Above and Beyond. That was my youth group name when I was young. Above and Beyond. It was from John 10:10 in the Bible, which is slipping my mind right now. That's terrible. We could take it. Our youth pastor had us like doing all kinds of stuff so we could go out, and his heart was on street evangelism to tell people about Jesus. And he had the kids doing different things that interest them. Like there was singing and taekwondo. He was black belt. Him and his boys were black belts, and gymnastics and stuff like that. And I went to take taekwondo, and he's like, well, you have to memorize Bible verses with it. Well, my learning disability is like, my memory is not great. Like it'll bring up stuff and you wouldn't think that I have like a serious memory issue, but when it comes to like, let me memorize the lines, like I used to like to do drama at school, but if I was in a play, I had such a hard time memorizing a specific thing. So I would get in there, I would know all the moves, like flying sidekick, roundhouse. I could do the moves. He'd go, okay, now give me your Bible verse. And I'd be like, I got half of it. I can't remember the other half now that I'm in front of you. I think it was test anxiety.
Taekwondo, and I never had to remember the Bible when taking it.
Yeah, I know. I should have went and got it after the fact because I really enjoyed it. Even now, I should go and maybe take some martial arts because it's great too. Like just move,
Well, one
like
good
that.
thing about
And
it.
no. Go ahead.
One good thing about it, even though you haven't done it in such a long time, but if there's a certain emergency come up and you're just right there in the midst of it, sometimes it just comes back natural.
Right. Oh yeah, like especially, just even knowing that you smack somebody with your elbow, it's much better than your fist when you're a woman. If you just give them a good elbow across the bridge of their nose, that, I wouldn't know that if I hadn't taken Taekwondo. Like that kind of force it for us, unless you're hitting them with an open palm. Hey, Andrew, welcome in. Huh?
Hey, Andrew. You've seen a lot of karate movies. You would have picked it up.
Yeah, maybe. I know I like karate movies, but tomorrow I hope they're having like grafting. I did find some links and I put them in the description for people who haven't seen mango trees grafted before. It's pretty straightforward, just like other fruit trees, but these are some good examples. Different people. Andre the Farmer is one. Sleepy Lizard Avocado Farm. I think he's just called Sleepy Lizard on here. And there's plenty more. And then I put from California, we've got a link to, and I've never seen this done. I don't know if you've seen it, where they do like a multi-year hole for a fruit tree, rather than just a little bit bigger than the pot. They dig out and around and then fill it back in with like softer soil and compost and everything, so the lateral roots can get out easier. I'd never seen that before, but I linked that one. They put compost in the bottom and then like stomped it in. I had never seen that technique. That was Jacques and I'm trying to think of it. I always want to call him Eric. Kevin. Eric is his, when he shaves, that's his other personality. It's Eric, the guy who's on Epic. But Andre the Farmer, his is really good. His is on a full-size tree. Sleepy Lizard does it from seedlings, so how you can grow your own seedlings. Down here, it's called, it's a weird name, like a chemical, the seedling that they use. Turpentine. They use the turpentine seedling down here because we have really bad root knot nematodes. Do you guys have that in Georgia? the root knot nematode problem?
We have it. We have it.
Okay.
But all my stuff right now are in pots.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I did do a video of my fruit forest. There's a few things still left out there, but
yeah, I know.
I'm surprised the deer.
I feel that way.
Donut peach tree yet.
Oh, you have the donut peach? Is that what you just said? Nice. For those of you that know, that's the flatter one. That's really cool looking. It looks like a little UFO kind of shape, and a donut. It's like they had a baby. I think it's like, actually, it does remind me of a donut, but you pinched it in the center.
That's it.
Yeah, I've seen them. I wouldn't mind some of those, but yeah, the only cherry tree I have right now too is the Barbados cherry, and I go out and I'm actually trying to make a list of my trees now. My brother was so kind and he generously sent me a little bit of money, and he's like, "Oh, here's some of your inheritance money early." Like I wasn't expecting that at all. It was just, he's like, "I want you to use some of it before like I'm dead so I can see how you use it." Oh, you've got your list too?
I keep this one in my pocket. When I go out to the store, I want to make sure I don't buy the same thing again.
Yep, I need to do that too. My daughter loves the donut peaches. My biggest thing is keeping track of what blueberries I have, and now I've got figs, and I always am forgetting the name of the figs that I have because I'm just not used to having them yet. Been flying around here. What is? Oh, wow.
My blueberries over here that's loaded up. I don't know the name of them. They was here when I first moved here. But in the fruit forest, I had what's that, powder blue, powder puff or something.
Okay.
I have those
the powder puff tree.
On
the powder puff tree, or pink lemonade. You had pink lemonade or
powder blue.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one yet. Okay.
It's something like that.
I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, I find new names to blueberries all the time. I think I have the sunshine and the emerald out there, and they cross according to the list from Grown Out Box. I got his list when I went to the big box store, and that was when I was able to get like a couple for just $7 each because they were doing their switcheroo. Though the food forest has to go in first, and then I'm going to do, if I have enough of it. I'm so mad. Have you ever seen that corrugated metal that they have for lining around like beds and he uses it like that?
Right.
I found this really cool turquoise one, like a light turquoise. It's beautiful. Of course, they discontinued the color after I got one roll of it.
They say you coming.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, you just get one roll." No, you're too flashy. They knew I'd be flashy. But I hope I have enough to do 2 rings for the blueberries. That just doing one isn't going to cut it because I need at least one for the sunshine and one for the emerald that I have. But I have more than that. I have I think doubles of the sunshine. Oh, thanks, Passamaquoddy. I have your shawl on. My shoulders were bare and they got a little.
You go to Growing Out the Box when you want technical stuff. You come to me just when you want to eat.
No, I love seeing what you're growing in Georgia because it is different. And as far as what does better there and what does better here, like a lot of people don't. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's how I set mine up originally. I want to teach everybody the simplest way to do it instead of being technical with it. Because
right.
In my adulthood, when I wear a suit all the time, and all right, y'all gotta understand what I'm saying now. Wearing a suit all the time, sometimes you have to dumb down yourself.
Right.
To reach people, you have to dumb down yourself. And we got a big argument about this before because folks use the word inappropriate. But when I dumb down myself, not saying that they're dummy, but I bring it down so that the person can understand what I'm saying in simplest form, because
Well,
you want
more
to do it
people
too.
can
So I'm gonna
understand
make
it.
it the simplest way so you can get it.
Yeah, more people can understand it because I think, average reading level of most of America is like 5th or 6th grade. That's the average. That's taking the ones that read above, the ones that read below, and merging it all together. So if you're at that level, you're reaching more people if they can break it down.
Right.
I mean, not to say like he does both. Like he'll do it cerebral and do the sciencey stuff, but he does it a little lower. He's obviously doing something and getting a lot of people.
Right. He is.
But I like to see, like how you were saying, like the peaches are larger in Georgia. You're in zone. Are you zone 9 now? 9B
8, 9,
or
8,
what? 9.
8,
Okay,
9.
I thought you changed over a little bit, and I think Bobby and
Yeah, they're
Sherry,
9. They're 9 also too.
they're 9. They're a solid 9 because they're on the water. That's what some people don't understand. Here in Florida, northern Florida, it can go up to like an 8. Have microclimates in the 7s if they're at the top of the panhandle towards other states. And then if they go towards the Gulf, like we have our islands, those can be 9s up there. It's really bizarre. Oh, Poncho is what to call. Oh no. Oh no. But tomorrow, I mean Sunday when I go, one of the things I want to ask is, should I get, I want to see if I can share it. I want this knife. I don't know if you've got one yet or not. I
You want a
should.
knife?
Well, I have knives anyway. This is my everyday carry. It's 4, so it's legal. And it's a nice little knife.
You mean the one I keep
Gotta.
around my neck all the time?
There you go. Yeah. And then I have my pocket knife that was from my daddy that I carry. But this is for grafting. Let me see if it'll let me share this tab and I'll bring it up. It's Felco is a big name
Right.
for the grafting knives and for horticulturists. But this isn't such a bad price, $28.40, and they're made like the Swiss Army knives. In fact, it's even got the emblem on it.
Right.
So I wonder if it is in collaboration with those knives. I'm not sure. But I want to see. Go ahead.
No, I said I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I want to see. I did see it on Amazon. Amazon used to have it with the grafting tape that you could get them together. But I think it's a better deal actually if I got it from Falco and then got the grafting tape. Andre the farmer had that exact knife.
Right.
And I want to see what other farmers have or Mango Grove owners use themselves or what they prefer, what lasts. Because I'm not going to graft like crazy, but I want it to last and I want to know how to take good care of it too, so it does.
Right.
Oops. Somebody coming in on your side?
No, that's my
I don't have that. Oh, okay.
No, that's my thing telling me it's not recognizing my mouse.
Oh, yeah, all kinds of weird stuff. Let me see. Hold on. The zones don't make a lot of sense to me. Texas has 8B just like me, but growing is right. And that's the same thing with Sharon, like they do out in California. California is a Mediterranean 10B. It's not a tropical rainforest like we are 10B. So they might be able to get great rosemary, and my rosemary will just finally give up the ghost once we get our tropical rains. It'll be like, my feet are too wet. I can't do this anymore.
Well,
that's where pots come in.
Yeah, you have to put it in a pot.
Right. And I'm terrible at pots. Like, I think my plants probably complain to Jesus about me. They're like, she's not watering us on the schedule again. She didn't feed us. Kind of like how Led used to be like, I'm starving out here. That one video he did with the trees complaining, him starving them. Yeah, I've done that before too. Especially in the pots. It's just easy to do down here because of our heat. I don't know how often you're out there watering your trees. Like, did your Barbados cherry seem like it needed a lot of water?
Yes.
Um,
And,
yeah,
and
okay.
and right now I have majority of my pots. They're up off the ground. They're in a. I got plastic. What is the name of things? I got the plastic. They're raised up 4 inches off the ground, so that the water's not.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Okay.
on the end of that, I've got about 10 containers that are actually sitting on the ground. And when you look at this
Mm-hmm.
soil, the soil always looks wet
Gotcha.
because the
Yeah,
water's
that's
going out
not good.
real slow. But
Right.
everything else on the
Well,
pallet,
mm-hmm.
I water
Okay.
like every 2 or 3 days.
So then your soil is more clay based where you're at, like the Georgia clay
No,
where
no,
you're
this is
at?
not clay. I have sandy soil.
Oh, okay. So then it's just because you've been getting so much rain that you have the standing
Right.
water you have to watch out for? Okay. Got it. Let
And
me
it's
see.
also the
Listen.
containers I bought. I got some containers from the orange store,
Mm-hmm.
and they're completely flat on the bottom. So
Yeah,
when water's trying to come out, it has a hard time coming out. That's why I also put a
it
hole on
does.
the side. But then I bought
Yes.
some containers from the blue store,
Mm-hmm.
how low it is. And
Mm-hmm.
I like theirs because they got different levels in their container. So what's sitting
Oh,
on the
okay.
ground, I don't even put a hole in. I
Right.
let that be the little bit of water that stays in there, but I put the holes in the
Yeah.
other ones and the water just come on out.
Right. Right. I think theirs have like a little curve to them at the blue store. Like a little bit of a curve, and maybe is it like it's slit like this, I think, like a little slit on the side rather than just the holes in the bottom.
Right.
It has more of a oval kind of slit that goes under and goes around the corner, I think. If I'm remembering it right.
They just got spaces in them. You got they're
Oh,
round, but then
okay.
it's like you got 2 inches space from this side to this side. You got 2 inches space from the ground to the container. Then the other portion just
Oh.
sits on the ground.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I put the holes where
Yeah.
the what's not touching the ground. That's where I put the holes at.
Mhm. So, Miss Sharon, you're saying lesson learned. Is it because of flooding or the opposite because everything kind of dried out really fast? And I'm so sorry, Andrew, about your son. That's terrible. He tore his tendons,
Oh, yeah, I
cold
know about
backs
that.
and mitts. I was actually just praying for your family, Andrew, a few days ago. Just came to mind, and I just started praying for you guys. Um, yeah, it does sound painful. I need to do first. I want to do more of a circular of the lawn itself, and then I need to get something. And I was going to use the corrugated metal to edge it so my husband can go in, and it'll just be real easy for that part of the grass. Just go, and he doesn't have to do a lot of finagling. Because, like with stones or rocks, stuff shoots up in between. I need something a little bit more definitive for him. So, because he does like to mow the lawn. I don't know. There's people like that. My dad was like that too. That was their exercise. They would go out and mow the lawn. And he likes doing it, but he doesn't like, he moves my stuff all around. Like he'll move a bed right now because it's empty and he moves everything around. So I need a very definitive line. Like here's grass. Over here is my food forest. Don't lift the border. Like don't, I need, but not plastic. I don't want plastic.
Right.
Oh, yours too. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, something's funky on Friday nights. I don't know if it's just so busy in certain areas that people's Wi-Fi is doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's what Miss Sharon says. She says flooding, then drying in the heat, but mostly because I can't keep moving them around anymore. Yeah, once they get to a certain size, that is rough. That is rough. That's I don't know how. Like, I have to go back and watch the Orlando Farmer because he keeps his, or the Orlando Gardener, is it? He has mango trees in pots that are humongous.
Right. He's got his in pot.
But I mean, when they get a snap of cold, I haven't seen what he does. I got to look that up and see what he does. Because he's not moving those pots unless he's got a bobcat.
What?
Looking for snacks.
Yeah.
Don't
Put
blame
that
you.
on there after you open it. These folks stay hungry.
Yeah, I'm trying not to eat after 10, and it is such a struggle. I definitely have the cortisone belly. They were saying, like, if you can suck in and like not, and it will not really go in, that's usually it's cortisone that's causing that.
What's up, Storm?
Sure. Hey, Storms. Good to see you. Yeah, isn't that nice? J3's my co-host tonight. But tomorrow, Sunday, I keep saying tomorrow because I'm so excited. Sunday, I'm hoping to try some new mangoes I haven't tried. Like, I haven't tried a lot of the tropical named ones. Like, they'll have ones with pineapple in the name. Coconut cream is coming up. I've tried lemon. I've tried a lemon ash, and I've tried a lemon meringue. Those are delicious. I tried a lemon cantaloupe. Do you guys have those up there? Or a lemon melon? It looks like a cantaloupe, but it's not. It's the green one. It's a honeydew.
Honeydew
but it's
melon.
lemon. Yeah, it's a honeydew melon, but it didn't look like one when I saw it. Like, you know how honeydews are smooth on the outside? Yeah. This looked like cantaloupe on the outside, but it was called lemon melon. I was like, oh, that sounds good with cantaloupe, a little citrus. And I cut it open, and it's not. It's honeydew with citrus. It's kind of, I think it would go good with Asian food. Like, if you sliced it thin on the side, it does have like a lemonish kind of bite to it. Not bad. I'm saving the seeds. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
That was good with me.
Yeah, it's refreshing. Instead of eating junk, I go and take a slice of that each night. And it helps a little bit. I still want ice cream though. Really.
No, I don't do all that. I buy snacks.
Are you completely off? Are you off sugar?
Right. I buy snacks for me. They eat it.
Yeah, I know.
That you just saw me passing the pork skins that way.
Right. I can't eat pork skins. Like, they do something, like my throat just doesn't respond well to them. I actually went off pork, and it's a struggle because 4th of July is coming, and I would like to like grill some, and just not eating it right now. I think, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the videos on how worms are in pork a lot did it to me. I was like, yeah, I need a break from pork.
You know what? I'll put it this way. Yeah, pork does have worms, but if you cook that pork, that worm is going to get cooked too. There's no way that worm is going to survive.
Right.
I have ribs once or twice a week.
Yum.
When I put it in the microwave, everything in there is cooking, even the gristle and the bone. So ain't no worm can still be kicking when I'm eating.
Right. So then maybe I'll get some. I do the bake in the oven, and I used to finish them on the grill, and they just fall apart. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. I know my husband will like it. He loves ribs. He definitely. And I use the Stubbs. The Stubbs has the rib rub, and then they have their sauce, and it doesn't have a bunch of high fructose corn syrup and all the other stuff that we're not supposed to have.
I don't use all that stuff.
Delicious.
I don't use all that
Delicious.
stuff. And
You make your own?
I ate steak tonight, and I grabbed the onion powder and my salt. And I always used Redmond salt, but then
Right.
I looked at the powder onion, and I just decided to look at the back of it, and it said a mixture of egg, flour, and all these other things. And now, what onion at? So what
You're
I did
right.
was I put it right back in the cabinet and just used my salt.
Speaking of that, one of the big purchases I was actually thinking of making was a freeze dryer, but for that specifically for doing seasonings, but also my moringa, making mulberry powder. I'd like to make some mulberry powder.
You can use
What were
your
you
air dryer for that. You don't need
just a dehydrator.
Yeah,
You think it'll last as long?
I guess if you dry it up good enough, it should.
Okay.
I want one myself.
First.
I want to dehydrate. I want that big machine myself.
Yeah, the harvest right, but
yeah.
thousands is a hard.
5,000.
That's a hard one. Yeah, that's a hard one.
I want my honey shed before I start doing all that.
Ooh, what's a honey shed? Explain to people that don't do bees.
That's gonna be a 20 by 40 long shed. The center will be my office. On one side it'll be the bees. On the other side, I'll be doing woodwork.
Oh, nice. That sounds awesome. I love that. So then would you make would you be making it just went right out the back door. I can see them that the bees live in.
Bee boxes?
Yeah, would you be making your own bee boxes?
I'll try my best.
That would be awesome.
The long hive that I have out here, I made it. I cut the wood and everything so I can make 3 of them, but I only made 1 because when I first used it, I wasn't too happy with the long hive. I said I was going to go back to the regular boxes, but when I was blessed with this swarm that came in a long hive, I think I might keep my long hive now.
Right. Yeah, those long hives are nice. Like I think if I did bees, I would want the longer hive. I like those too. And I like how you can they're just all there right there instead of lifting everything. I think it's a great way as we age to still be able to do bees.
I did a harvest today.
Ooh.
I did a harvest today, and when I did the video, I was talking about. I said, I know I'm not weak, but then I lifted it, put it on the truck and everything. When I came back, to get all the bees out of the box with the honey and stuff, so I was outside. Then I called my grandson. I said, "Hey, you take this in the house for me."
Thank you, Miss Sharon. She's putting up your other channel.
That fella's over 50 pounds.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that's a lot of poundage.
And
that's a lot.
That's 9 frames, and that fella was so heavy. I said, "Ooh." I said, I called my grandson, told him take it in the house for me, and he started yanking. Oh, Papa! I said, no. I suggest you take your time.
Right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that Duncan's saying she misses her woodworking shop. And Miss Sharon, you figure dry is dry for the dehydrators. So do you, Miss Sharon, when you are making your like seasonings and things like that, are you putting the oxygen absorbers in with, say, a mason jar? Like, how are you storing them? Because that's what I was curious about too. I don't really want to use the Mylar bags that they have because that's just more plastic. I'm trying to get rid of plastic. So I was just wondering how you keep it dry, because here it's so humid. I need something that's going to really keep it dry, or it's just going to go.
You can get them
Plop.
packages from Amazon that keeps the stuff dry. They're little
Okay.
oxygen packages.
Yeah.
You can put that in
Yeah.
your containers and stuff whenever you
Right.
put stuff in it.
Yeah, she says the O2 absorbers. I think
Okay,
a lot of
yeah.
times they have the silica in them. I've dried flowers before with silica to make a long time ago, like in the 90s, to make topiaries. But yeah. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. I hope everything goes well, Andrew. I'm sorry you're going through so many health issues. Yeah, that is a lot of honey, right? Duncan says that's a lot of honey. Yeah. I've
If
seen other people.
I was
I've seen other.
greedy,
You're
if
right.
I was greedy, it'd have been way more than just them 9 frames.
Yeah. But they feed off of that, right? They use the honey to
Right.
feed
That's why.
their.
Right. That's why I
Okay.
don't take it all from them, because they live on it as well as them going out and getting honey and bring it back. They still got to live on the reserves that's in the hive.
What's the bee bread? I've heard that term. What's the bee bread? Is that
That's pollen.
it's just okay, it's the pollen for them, right? They make
That's
it for themselves and that's called bee bread. Okay.
right. I've
Because
got
I've seen both, like they sell both. I have one honey that cost me a fortune, and I think I told you about that, where the guy emulsified the pollen into the fresh harvested honey from his bees, and as like a supplement. So you've got like all the good stuff. I don't know if it also contained some of the royal jelly or not. It should have for what I paid for it. But
so I got different honey too, right?
yeah, I need to get some of your
Strawberry
honey.
honey, peanut butter honey,
Ooh.
uh, banana honey, and blueberry honey.
Oh, yum. You gotta get some mango
They're
honey.
whipped. They're whipped honey.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was just actually, I'm glad you came up because I can actually ask the mango grove owners, hey, do you guys keep bees on your property or do you bring in people who do that for you? Because I'm not sure. Like, I'm not really sure how they are getting it all pollinated because we haven't seen many bees down here this year. I haven't been seeing them.
If they have a big mango farm, if they have a mango farm, a lot of
Right.
mangoes and stuff, they'll probably have bees come in.
Because the bees remember, like the
No,
generations kind of remember.
no,
Oh, you mean they will put people, they'll bring in
right.
somebody
They
who is
have
a beekeeper.
like when I first started with bees, there's this guy, he lived not too far from me, and he was constantly working. For 3 months, he was here in Georgia.
Right.
When it started turning cold in Georgia, he would go all the way to California. He has an 18-wheeler. He got all his bees on
Wow.
there, and
Yeah.
that's how he did. He just, for each season, he'll go somewhere else.
Got it. Okay. That's a great job, like that people never even consider. I wonder too, like horticulture students who, still want to be involved with horticulture, but maybe are burnt out. They can always switch over to doing something like that. Or even I've seen people who do goats and they rent out the goats to
Yes.
take care of noxious weeds and things like that. And I think that's fantastic. I would, that would be fun. I don't know. Go ahead.
The good thing about taking your bees all over the U.S. is that you're getting paid twice. The people are
Oh.
paying you to bring your bees there.
Mm-hmm.
But when the bees done did all the pollinating and everything, bees are loaded back up and taken back to wherever you're going. So they reap the harvest of that honey.
Right.
And then
Right.
they
Yeah.
sell that honey or whatever. So they're actually getting paid twice.
I would love to know. Yeah, I would like to know who the beekeepers are for the mango honey to just see what it's like what mango honey would taste like. Hey, Mad Farm, welcome in. Mad Farm's a
Mango.
local Floridian.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
get some
wonder.
mango honey, somebody might put me out of business.
Ah, I don't think so. I haven't heard of it down here, actually.
No,
You
I
hear a
was going
lot
to
of
one of my
it's,
nicknames.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Mangler. Yeah, Duncan, you guys are sweltering in that the 100-degree weather they're getting up where she is in Missouri. I'm sorry. You know what, Duncan? That happened to me the other night. I'm not sure how I can go back in and remove them. I know Diva knows how to do it, but she's not here tonight, so she can't give me pointers on how to go in and shut that down. But Mud Farm, are you going to go to the Mango Festival by chance? I'm super excited. I can't wait to meet like Gary Zill. Don't know if Walter will be there because Walter's like in his 80s, and Verna, his wife, they both gave up I shouldn't say gave it up. They leased it out, their mango farm stand this year. But Gary Zill is the one who has tons of mango trees, and he sells them wholesale to the nurseries around here. And he's the one who came up with tons and tons of different types of mangoes in the area.
I hope the mangoes survive here now, because
Right.
I done had a mango every year, and when it get cold, it would actually die.
Oh no.
And I can't be bringing mango trees inside my house.
Right. So maybe can you do those frost bags like with the lights, with the incandescent lights, like how Broke
I think that's
does with with the citrus. I've heard of people even building like greenhouses around it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome, Mad Farm.
it doesn't mess with the citrus. The citrus is fine. The citrus kind of likes the cold weather.
Okay.
Because my miwa, it was cold outside. They started growing, and my miwa actually, I think they produce for me twice a year.
Nice. The miwa is which one? Is that the smaller little
sweet skin? Yeah, that's a small one. Sweet skin and sweet inside.
Nice. Yeah, there you go. There's some good advice. The pickering or the honeykiss, because they'll stay small enough for you to tent them.
The pickery and
pickering.
Let me write this down. Let me write. Hold up.
Thanks, Mad Farm.
Just a minute.
I don't have the honeykiss yet. I have the carry and I have the pickering and the non-duck mine, because those are more of a dwarf. I'd like to try the
honey kiss.
Getting the honey kiss. Honey kiss is the one that Walter Zill saved, right, Mad Farm? I believe.
I'm gonna have to look up Mad Farm.
Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to Gary Zill and I didn't get to finish it. It was a short on his Facebook page. And he was talking about how his brother Walter, and their father in the mango grove, they would let seedlings fall and then grow to see if it would be a good mango, because they're getting a bunch of cross-pollination in the grove. And they would taste them, and then they would either put an X in the trunk or a circle to keep it. So if they got 3 X's, they cut that tree down and, use that space for something else. Okay, it's from a keat. Is it keat? How am I saying it right? Seedling.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a keat, but I don't think that's how they spell it.
No, they spell it, but I don't know if I said it right. If it's kit or keat, how you say it. That is how you spell it.
But
it came from that.
The last 2 I had, it was a keat, but it froze.
Oh, yeah. That's the hard part about growing mangoes outside of South Florida and Central Florida. And even Central Florida can struggle with their cold snaps too. Oh, you do? That's the other thing I'll be looking at, thanks to my brother.
If you need one, LOL. Mad Farm. Yes, I do need. I need 1 and 2.
Mad Farm, is that your farm? It's called Mad Farm down here? You're getting sleepy. Yeah, it's kind of one of those nights with all the storms and everything, and the heat too. You've had the heat, Barry. That'll knock everything out. Oh no, Duncan, that was me on Kathy's the other night. We were in another YouTuber's live, and I kept getting ads, and it would just completely shut, like everything would go black. So YouTube is definitely having an issue. And it was always the same one too that would make it do that. Like I couldn't see the picture anymore and have to go out and come back in. Let me see, you know what? Let me see if I can edit it. And yeah, it'll open a different one. No, it won't let me do it. That's not it. I am so sorry, Brenda. I hate that. It's really hard to set them right. Like if you monetize it all. Oh, he's saying about, hold on. Bickering can fruit
I
well.
got you, Mad Farm. I'm hitting you up right now.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know the honeykiss could do that too. Yeah, my pickering tried to fruit, but I think I need to trim it back because we got rain, and instead of holding on to it like it's supposed to, it got something. I think it got a little anthracnose or powdery mildew, and it took out the whole, I forget the name of the panicle where it flowers.
He got to be living down there with you with all the stuff right here I see on his page.
He is.
Chicory, can fruit, feet, and 7-gallon. Huh? Okay, you can expect all these.
Well, I don't really know that adjective, but okay. Okay. Yeah, pickerings, if they're happy and they have a low growth habit, they almost look like a bush. If you ever look them up on YouTube, and their growth habit is very low, if anything, what you have to do is you have to trim so the air gets underneath the tree, because it'll just go whoop, like a weeping willow.
Okay. As long as it produces, it'd be all right. As long as it produces.
Oh. That was hilarious, Mad Farm. It's okay. Oh, they're smart. They won't fruit what they cannot support. See, my non-duck mine it's small. I think it's only a 7-gallon, and it was holding 3. One was quite large. I was the one that wasn't smart because I finally got that pull saw and had a little fun with it and didn't move my non-duck far enough away, and it almost took the tree out. But it still has 1 on it. We'll see what happens. And then I have a mystery one that I'm not sure if it's a Valencia Pride or what it is, but it's fruited, and I brought it home from a big box store for $20 because somebody stole all the tags off of it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they have there for dwarf trees or ones that have a slow growth habit but still fruit well. Mad Farm, do you have any other suggestions for like suburban yards too down here? Yeah, right. I know we struggle now with citrus down here because of all the citrus screening and everything else. Oh, welcome in, Joe. Good to see you too.
Hey, Joe Serrano.
So with our mangoes down here, if you do grow a seedling in your yard and it grows and it fruits, you're allowed to usually name that tree after you. Mm-hmm. Yep, because you don't. Pretty much. I mean, they will, like, people, because it's usually cross-pollinated. Unless it grows true to type, then, I don't know if they go with that or not, but yeah, pretty much if it's if it's grown in your yard, you usually can name it because it's cross-pollinated. Oh, thank you. There's the list. Oh yeah, CC Love. I've heard that's really good. The number 4, is that, I haven't heard them numbered before. Julie, I've heard about. I don't know if I tasted Julie yet. I'm not really sure. What about Edward Mad Farm? It was okay, but not like super like wow. Oh, good, Duncan. I'm so sorry. Don't know. Maybe hold on. Let me see if I can do it on the YouTube side. There we go. I'll just go in and let me turn it to manual and maybe it'll take them away for now.
This area.
Let me see, save
This
it.
Erie man is Jigs. Like he's a real gardener expert. No, I'm not a gardener expert. I just do what I need to do.
Yeah. Oh, Irie. How come you say a Jamaican word over in Mexico? I've never heard that before. That's like a Jamaican word, Irie. Okay, it's a door variety. Oh, all right.
That's right. Get her done.
Get her done. Oh, it's a large tree. Okay. Oh, it's unreliable. Yeah, no, I don't want disease prone. We've got plenty of funk in my backyard. In fact, I just learned, Mad Farm, about the anthracnose being in the soil, but it can show up in your tomatoes, and that's what can just take out. Like you can have just a complete wilting of your tomatoes, and that's one of the ways you might, other than it being powdery mildew, know that you have anthracnose in your soil. That's another reason why I want to do the circle of the lawn, and then I want to mulch the crap out of everything else to cover that soil. Yep, get her done. So that's interesting.
Variety large tree under lumber production and disease prone.
Oh, okay. Maxi Rastas. That's where it is Rastafarian. Okay. I got it. Did it make sense?
My tomato plant is a bit late, but it's looking healthy. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine came up late, and two of them are dead. One is barely hanging on, but the one that barely is hanging on is like a yellow cherry. Oh, really? Okay. You hang out with Har? I'm jealous. Har is usually over with Chris at Truly Tropical. She's another helper with organizing the event. And then Fruitful Trees, Paul, and Tropical Acres. There's a bunch of them. Backyard Mangoes, which I'm not sure who Backyard Mangoes is. I'm not familiar. Back in '85, the Jamaican group Chalice came here to play American rock concert, and this Mexican guy. Did you? I worked for many years for English Jamaicans, so we had a lot of Jamaican brides come in, along with the Trinidadian girls. They would fly in, and we'd have to like get everything ready for their dresses, because then they would fly. Either they would fly back and get their dress, or it was like all done in one weekend, and they would call ahead and let us know they needed to do it that way. Wow, dormant for years. That's lovely. Huh. I believe it, especially here in South Florida. We are just like fungus among us down here. It's serious. It's everywhere. I mean, I'm afraid to make sourdough in my own house because, like, even with the AC on, you can have, like, we have a blue light in our AC to take care of any fungus on the coil, like mildew or fungus. But this house, when we moved in, a whole wall was mildewed because the builder, which we didn't realize, we thought it was people just didn't take care of their AC system. No, the builder pitched it wrong. So when they put in the new unit, all of a sudden all the water from the condensation came right back into our house, and we were like, okay, that's not gonna work. We gotta fix that too. It's blooming, and I think I can get some runners from. Yay! I know everybody's having better. I don't know. I don't do well with strawberries. The thrips love to get the strawberries here, and they're teeny tiny. Yeah, right. Okay, until they have a viable host, which is tomatoes. Yep, I'm pretty sure I've got. What's scary is I have some anthracnose in a raised bed, and that's the same raised bed that had the root knot nematodes on the tomatoes.
Mm.
No, I'm not. That's what's weird. I'm in this spot that is near Congress. We're not like on Congress, but we're also just east of military. And it's like a microclimate because I was just telling J3 how we'll have all this threatening and then we're just getting spit on now. Like it's not even rain. It's not typical, tropical rain.
Just birds passing. That's all.
Yeah, it's like birds are passing by. It's terrible. It's just so bad. But it's been a lot of change since we first moved here 15 years ago, Mad Farm. I've seen it's gotten a lot drier. But when it does rain, the soil has got quite a bit of fungus in it.
I'm sitting here thinking how much Mad Farmer gonna charge me to send me them mango trees.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Well, could take it out of the bucket and rinse it, maybe, like of all the soil. I think you have to ship like that. Maybe. Mad Farm, do you have to do?
Well,
Are you west of 95? I forget, Mad Farm. Are you? I mean, 441.
I can relate over here.
West of 441 is where our Loxahatchee community is, and then west of them is basically the Everglades situation. So they have the Everglades gators and things like that kind of in there. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Royal Palm Beach. So out west. So you're out near I think Jack and the Bean. Is that right? We were just there at her nursery, Kathy's nursery. Jack and the Beanstalk. There we go, Carol. It's like a children's book. There you go. Yeah, see, Bear Root isn't too bad. That's probably better anyway. Okay, wait a minute. I guessing at this point, because as I said earlier, we had a storm today, so that was the first time it's been cool, but LOL, it's been raining too, so I might have to take care of the garden. Oh, at night? Because it just lets up. Yeah, go out there with a blue. Do you have one of those flashlights, ultraviolet flashlight storms, especially for your tomatoes? That's great, Mount Farm. I would love to get into that. That was the other thought I thought of, like maybe just get my LLC and
you're gonna do some drawing?
Do some selling, but do probably mostly online, some selling. I know that doesn't sound right. I'm talking about tropical trees.
No, you said LLC, and I was thinking about my son driving truck. I don't know how them two just came together.
Because they can have an LLC too.
Yeah, he does.
Liability Corp. Yeah, truckers can have that. Yeah, thank you for hitting the kind of a. I know everybody going into July, and they're probably all worn out too from the heat, trying to get out in the gardens today.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Yeah.
This whole week, I got a new dog Saturday.
Yeah.
And I've been messing with him all week long, plus taking care of everything else. Yesterday, I said, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just going out and work with the bees. I'm going to work with the bees.
Right.
I
Right.
did work with the dog just a little bit, but then I said I can't do it. I gotta mess with the bees because it's been
Mm,
almost a whole month before I even looked at the bees. So
right.
I said today was just a bee day. I stayed outside for about 3 hours and something straight. Didn't drink any water. Trying, I was just muscling through. Lord, please help me, help me. So I just got it done. And when I came in the house, I couldn't stop sweating. I think I sweated for a whole hour sitting right here. And finally I
Mm.
started. I went. It started raining. After the rain, I fed the dog, and that was it. I ain't going back outside for nothing. I'm not even spending the honey until tomorrow. I got to
Mad
sit
Farm
in
wants
the
to know.
box. I'm not even gonna
Wants to
spend it
know.
until tomorrow.
You, you got to go see his puppies in a shore over on it, but
German Shepherd.
beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. Go see it, Mad Farm, because it's just a beautiful dog.
He got
The
the same birth.
coloring.
He got the same birthday as the new owner. The same birthday.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that kind of stuff, like a meant to be. Hey, Mike, welcome in.
I
Good to see you.
I really didn't pay no mind to the Mr. Bammett. I got it from him and Fran, and
Mm-hmm.
they told me what the when the puppy was born, and my son
Uh-huh.
said, "Daddy, he got the same birthday as you."
That's so neat. I love that. My poor
I,
AC in is like,
I
shoot
said
me,
that
I
one I
can't
most
keep
definitely
up.
would not forget.
Right. Oh, wow. Bought a 20-inch high velocity metal fan, beats $2. Oh, good. Yeah. I was thinking I want to make the homemade swamp cooler just to see if I can do it. Get myself like a battery operated fan and well, then I'll be styrofoam. Maybe I can get somebody's like old cooler
What's up,
and like
Mike?
recycle. But it's pretty simple setup. Just got to find the right fan. Because like during hurricane season, we can totally lose power. We lost it during Wilma. Thank God it was October and we happened to have this freak cool front during the week. I mean, we had some days that were still quite warm, but we were without power for 3 counties. Like 3 counties had no power for over a week. It was bad. It was really
I
bad.
went. I went 9 days.
Yes,
November when we
yes.
had Helena,
Mhm.
went 9 days.
Was it 9? Oh gosh, yeah,
For
it's
us, it was
hard.
9 days. But I
Ugh,
had my generator, and
good.
I had my little. I won one of them little generators. I won that from
Mhm.
somebody, and shoot, that's all we had was that. Turn the
Oh,
generator off
wow.
at night and let
Yes.
it let it recharge and everything. And hey, let's keep
Mhm.
going.
Yeah, I wanna get one of the ones that the electrical where we can take our gas generator, charge it, and then leave the gas off at night so people aren't hearing that at night and then, having it attract people. Because, you've gotta have something going to it through an open window or an open door, and you have no power, so they know you have no alarm. They don't know that you're loaded, with other things, but
I, I put a stick
still,
in mine. They could see the stick because the stick is
yeah.
actually holding it. But once they knocked it down or whatever,
Mhm.
I dare them to come in. I dare them.
Right, right, yeah. They'll leave a little
Hey,
holier than they were before.
hey, they'll be closer to God than I am.
That's right, definitely. Dude, that fan is so much. Oh, good, yeah. I'm glad the fans are working for you, Barry, because yeah, you've had it pretty wicked up there. Pretty
Yeah,
wicked.
I got
But
another story for you too. Uh,
oh yeah.
you heard about the AC? My AC when I was telling you it was hot and stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this month, last month. Well, anyway, the people that originally put my stuff in, my warranty ran out on the 1st of June. No, my warranty ran out on the 1st of May. My AC went out on the 16th, on the 19th.
Right.
They
Oh my
came,
goodness.
checked everything out, and said, you gotta get a whole new system. I said, all right. How much? 22,000. What? I call this other
What?
prominent place in
Yeah.
another county over. They said, okay, yeah, it's gonna cost you 18.
Oh my gosh.
I said, what? Then I
What the
met the
heck?
guy. I met this other guy in the bank where I go at,
Yeah.
and he told me about somebody he know, and he told me $8,000 too. And
Okay.
then where I get my insurance at, the lady, she said, she was talking to me, and I said, man, I'm tired. It's so hot, this, that, and other. I said, the AC went out. She said, you might want to talk to my son. My son, he did AC on Fort Stewart. He used to do AC and all that stuff. And
No way.
I forgot about it because I wanted to keep doing this stuff. My brother lives in North Carolina. He said, you need to check the condenser, this, that, and other.
Yeah.
Now, I can do electricity in the house, but
Yeah.
I don't do it on the AC system because
Mm-mm.
that's some
Yeah.
power right there.
Right.
So I finally called her. I said, could you have your son come over? He came over. We sat. We talking everything. He's the only one. He said, go turn your AC system on. Everybody else, I told them what the problem was. They went
Right.
outside the house, went to the thing out there and start doing whatever they got to do. He the only one said, turn the AC on and put it on cold. He said,
Huh.
you're out of Freon. I said, yeah,
Mm.
that I know. The guy before him, he had it's a little tube that they put on there, and they put some stuff in there. They said you might have a hole somewhere. So he said it wouldn't accept it. So I said, well, tell
Oh
your
no.
boss, we'll see about getting that one for 8,000. He left and everything, made an appointment for them to bring it on Saturday. I saw him on a Wednesday, and they were coming Saturday. But this guy came out Thursday. The lady's son came out Thursday, and I was telling him all the people and everything. He said, well,
Right.
he sat down on the ground. I said, there's some ants right there. He sat down on the ground. We talked. I watched everything he
Mm-hmm.
did. He said, yeah, the Freon. So I went from $22,000,
Mm-hmm.
$500.
Oh, good. Oh,
And
good.
I don't care what nobody said. One thing, whenever folks come to my house to work on something, I am always there. I pay attention to what it is. And
Right. I do too.
and the folks that originally put the stuff in, this time 2 people came,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't be in the attic and I can't be outside at the same time. So I was going to
Right.
both. And I think what
Right.
this fellow outside did was, I think he let all my Freon out.
Maybe. Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Some of them are shisty.
I
Some
think he
of
let
those
all the
AC.
Freon out. And then
Mm-hmm.
this fella came. He just charged me for the Freon and everything, $500.
Mm.
I
Oh,
said,
good.
man. I said, you got to. I said, anytime I got a problem, I'm calling you.
Yeah. We lost our guy. He was really good. He passed away, and he was the first person I ever heard say, when you're getting these checkups, that if it's running really well, you don't let them put Freon in it. He goes, because if they overcharge your Freon, they are going to blow out your unit outside. And
Mhm.
that's what they're counting on, is slowly over time wearing it out
Right.
faster. So then, you're under contract with them for all this, and you turn to them, they're thinking they're going to get, something out of it, like a
Right.
unit. We've had 2. We wore out the first unit, but we found out what the reason it wore out so soon was the outer unit was discontinued. So they used a cheaper unit outside on us, and it wore out faster
Yeah.
than it should have. I got New Horizons just put in, a unit too, brand new AC unit and furnace last year. I think ours was about $5,000 to $6,000 the last time we did it, but that's 1,500 under AC here. And we shopped around. Yeah, it's better than paying for a whole new unit. I agree. And Mad Farm said he got you. He's following you now.
Yeah,
I
I saw it. I didn't.
Okay,
I was
good.
running my mouth, Mad Farm, but yeah, I got you, bro.
Thank you very
What's
much
this?
for
I
that.
don't know, it's male or female.
I think he's male. I think
Okay.
so, right, Mad Farm? I believe you are male.
What's up, David
Hey,
Corey?
David Corey, good to see you.
The
Just
pain.
talking to the mango mangler over here about mangoes.
Hey,
But
Sorrel.
have you been able to get any shipped to you of the different flavored mangoes that are down here yet?
No.
Mm,
I
okay.
usually I go right to the what's the name store and buy my mangoes from the store because
At
majority
least
of
they're getting better, at least.
Yeah, and majority of them that we get over here actually come from Mexico.
Yes, they do that to us in our stores. There's the Altufo, if I'm saying it right. It's the honey mango. That's the one that they leave out, and it's usually way past time, like all overdone. I think you said that last time. So funny. Oh, Serena's here. I miss Serena. Hi, Serena, if you're in here.
I appreciate it, Mad Farm. Don't want to get you wrong.
Hilarious.
That's all. Don't want to get you wrong.
I'm sorry, Serena. Somehow I missed you. That's weird. Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh, there you are. You came right in under David. Sorry about that, Serena. Good to have you in here too. Yeah, I just absolutely am stunned at the different flavors. How some are more like they'll say resinous, but they have like a pine. Like you can smell pine. I had a Chinook from Truly Tropical, and her Chinook was different than one that I got over at the Zill property. And that's what's wild about mangoes too, is where they fruit, like the areas, they can change a little bit in flavor. I mean, I think they can. Maybe I'm imagining it. But hers was so fragrant and it had that piney mystery to it, but it's just a complex fiberless mango and it's so delicious. I love the Chinook.
I don't know what the name was. I bought this mango. It no fibers at all. It was like you thought you was eating ice cream because you bite into it and it was just melting in your mouth as you chew. I said, man.
Yes.
And I haven't had one since.
Oh, those are the ones that we have here, and that's like what a lot of the connoisseurs want is ones that just melt in your mouth like that. Let's see. You harvested your garlic. That's awesome. Yeah. There's to hang them or spread them out. Will they still cure? In a bag in a dark cupboard.
Yeah.
Here they would struggle in a dark cupboard, but probably where you're at, they'd be fine, Serena. I've just always seen them hung out. Yeah. Like even a shelf, I've seen people just put them through the shelf and like the onions, where the bulb is at the top and then the stem is down.
Right. I can't answer that, David.
Oh wait, what did I miss from David?
Don't they have an ice cream mango?
They do have an ice cream mango. In fact, was that the one that in my description, David, I've got Andre the Farmer. I don't know if it'll show up as a hyperlink though. Those are so I can never count on them to hyperlink. I believe that's what he was doing was an ice cream mango. I want to try one of those. I saw somebody buy one of those when I was with Sherry and her husband out at Jack and the Beanstalk. Somebody who came to meet them bought an ice cream mango tree. I know, me too. Hello, Tofu. I never knew, and I wish, like my dad used to get drops, so some of those were just they were overripe, and I underappreciate them because they were overripe, because they can get like musky and weird when they're overripe.
Slightly.
Oh, it's a top tier.
slightly alcoholish taste.
Yeah, it can get that. I had that happen with the ones. I had some Haydens and they went a little funk. Yeah, like that. But I don't know. It's not even just alcoholish. It was just musky. They were the older mangoes though too. They were fibrous. Okay, so those are called terpenes. Okay.
Terpenes. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I was right. Growing conditions affect each tree individually. Okay. That makes sense. But that smell, oh my gosh, it was the best smelling Mahachinook. And I haven't gotten over to Chris's place this year yet. I want to get there. He just was doing a tasting. Yeah, I bet. I wonder if I'll see him there tomorrow.
I don't know. Y'all make me want
Oh,
to
it's
take
a
a trip. Y'all make
it's
me
a
want to take a trip.
Trinidadian. Yeah, you need to take a trip for if you can't make it. Well, it's Sunday, so if you can't make it to this one, try and
Can't eat.
plan around coming next year and come to the
That mango is
mango
kind of like
fest.
cheesecake right now. Cheesecake is my weakness.
Right.
No, I won't eat anything, but cheesecake is my weakness. And that mango, it seemed like it's kind of falling in line with the cheesecake.
Oh, Johnny came in.
Hey,
Yeah, they
Sean.
are. See, Mad Farm says they're out of this world. Maha Chinook is just, oh, so delicious. So are the ice cream mangoes. I've got to try one of those. So see, that's what I wanted from you guys. Ideas of since you can't come with me, but you kind of hopefully will if I can get video. Carrying and storing garlic are two different things. Carrying is when the stalks and roots are still attached. Yeah, that's what I thought. You kind of need airflow. Hang in the kitchen, place on a mesh screen for wire shell. Thank you, Shawnee. You came in at the perfect time. Yeah, I had some moringa that just totally mildewed because I put it in a paper bag, but I put too much and it was still a little moist. Thank you. There it is. That's the one I had posted. Thank you so much.
All right.
Then you can, there you go, Serena. Shawnee came in just in time. And Shawnee
Said,
was
I'm
really,
not coming until they need me.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's like fermented musky. It was weird. But I mean, my dad was old school too. It's like waste not, want not. Oops. Something just dropped completely. Am I back, you guys? I hope you're
there.
back.
I see you. I see you.
Okay, good. Yeah, the wire, that's a great idea. Mike's telling her to use those wire trash cans. I want to get some of those to cover my plants. Maybe I'll actually get sunflower.
Said she's a busy gal.
She is. Shawnee totally is. Well, and they're my gardening, like they're gardening warriors. Her and our friend Maureen are out there huffing it. If you've seen any of their videos, they've got a lot in the ground. And y'all are, to me, I don't know if I'd be such a great gardener like that if I lived up north, knowing that it's just going to die. Like I don't know if I could just put my whole heart into it year after year like that.
Well,
I don't know.
I did a lot of farming, gardening until my dad came with me. That kind of slowed me down. And I haven't picked it back up from what I used to do because my garden has been at least in 4 different slots, 4 different places since he come and live with me.
Yeah. And that's the same. I had gotten started too and was really starting to grow things. And then mom came. But what was great was mom was here when I made my first sweet potato harvest. And I have a video of her seeing me come in with the sweet potatoes and her like, oh, that's wonderful. Oh, wow. And then we ate them that night. But I didn't realize they were sweet potatoes because they were the Japanese white. And I had forgotten I planted them. Like it was like they were in the ground a while. They were good size, but they were delicious. It just was different. Yeah, Mike says he uses the wire like a cloche. Oh, you gotta harvest the skates. Shawnee was good enough to tell me Epic right now is actually selling I think the seed garlic, I think you call it that, but you can order garlic, the hard neck and the soft necks from him. And I want to try and get the hard neck because usually in the South we grow the soft neck, but he was saying if you put them in the refrigerator for about 3 months, 3 to 4 months, I think it was, we can do the hard neck. And I would love to try that.
Right.
Because a lot of what they sell in the stores is the soft neck garlic. I just want to get the scapes. I've never tried a scape in my life. Okay, wait a minute. I lost the...
Something to look
Oh, you
in.
did a lot of work. Yeah. Something
Okay.
to check the pricing.
No,
Got a lot done, Serena. Good for you.
that's a good reason for having a goat too. They do
To clear all that out. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I had a lot of that Pope weed in the back, and I had Nubian goats then, and I cut it, throw it in. They eat that stuff up. Sometimes I take them out, chain them up, and let them just eat.
Yeah, I would like to have that to help me get my food forest started. I could just let them have it. Just put a pole in and chain them and let them just eat that area out.
But I don't know. I've got, well, I don't have. My grandson got a bower. I have a bower goat back there right now.
Oh, yeah.
She don't eat up nothing. She just eat the top of the grass. She don't eat it down to the ground. She just eat the top of the grass.
Oh, she just eats the top.
That thing is full of grass in there. And I know the sheep be on the other side saying, hey, you ought to let me over there. You ought to let me over there. Because the sheep ain't got no grass, nothing in its pen.
It's like kids eating chicken wings and they just kind of bite around it and they don't eat all the meat.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike might be getting the wind and the hail because they're both up in Minnesota. Yeah, be careful then, y'all, if you're getting that.
Be safe. Yeah.
Loves his hard neck.
Okay. I had a young lady when I worked at the prison. We would buy wings. I would eat the drumstick and the flat, but I would throw the little wing piece back in the tray. Say, let me have that. Let me have it, John. Let me have it. Let me have it.
I've seen people do that too. And they just eat it.
Yeah.
Right?
Said,
did she just eat?
She said, I don't have to buy lunch. I'll just wait for y'all to come in.
And then she eats those. Yeah, I had a friend that used to be able to do that when I was in like my 20s. Ooh, that sounds good. You put them right on the barbecue grill. What? We've had 106? That's crazy.
No, I haven't. Joe Serrano, no, I haven't had it with any tahini.
I don't like the tahini. I'm not a huge fan. I know some people are, but I'm just not. I don't.
Yeah, my grandkids love it. Me, I don't see any taste and I don't see any difference in anything.
Theron, I put some on a vegetable. I actually put it in spinach and it wasn't too bad because I thought, like, I used to like lemon pepper in spinach, but lemon pepper has MSG. A lot of it has hidden MSG. I didn't mind it so much in the spinach. He tasted it and he goes, "Are you trying to kill me? What's in here?" I'm like, "No, it's just the new seasoning." Yeah, some people really love it on everything. I've even seen they have like the liquid now. But no, I'm not a tahini kind of person.
Yeah, I bought a big bottle and it's still sitting up in there. When my grandkids come over, they'd be grabbing it, but it's in the cabinet.
Some of the young kids do like it. You eat the wingtips? Hey, waste not, want not.
What are the trees?
Thistles and look like ferns. I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure.
Is it a sweet gum? I don't know if they have thistle. I mean, if they have fern leaves, though. Have you Googled it, Serena?
All right, Shawnee. Got a question for you, Shawnee.
Yeah, Google lady, the lady who can type way faster than me. and thorns. Hmm.
Does it have
No.
round, round green balls on it?
Yeah, is it the
Prickly
ones?
balls. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
That one I think is a sweet gum or a gum. Tree ferns. There's a tree fern. That's what it says. Can have thorny or prickly characteristics on their trunks and sometimes on the base of their fronds. But they do not have thorns. Nope, that's not it.
Mangoes, I want you to try pineapple pleasure, orange sherbet, fruit
Oh,
cocktail cream, lemon meringue.
I've had the lemon meringue. It's delicious. But I'll try it again for you, Shawnee. I will not argue. Let me get a picture of that for my phone to take it. Maha Chinook, I will try happily again. I love Maha Chinook. Fruit
Mango.
cocktail I had, but I cut it too soon. It wasn't ready.
All these mangoes, the pineapple pleasure, the orange sherbet, fruit cocktail, all those mangoes.
Yes. 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 And I've had the fruit cocktail wasn't ready. I've had the Maha Chinook and the lemon meringue. I think I even showed the lemon meringue maybe, but I have not had. I want to try the pineapple pleasure. I had an orange one, but I don't know if it was orange sherbet the previous mango season, but I'll try all those. They all sound good. Our neighbor has one. I know our neighbor has one that has like a coconut flavor, but I don't know what it is, and she doesn't know what it is either. And it's not the one we were talking about before, because that one can, if you get it to a certain ripeness, you can have the Pickering, like a coconut come through, like coconut flavor. Yeah, exactly, Mad Shad. You don't put stuff on the designer mangoes we have down here. You don't put tagine or anything that would really change their flavor because they're so complex. You want to taste like all the different flavors coming through. Like the ST Maui is just off. It's crazy mango. All the different flavors, the terpenes. It's crazy. Glen is cool. Glen's delicious. That's a good, yeah, it's a good mango. Good for like freezing and stuff, but it does not hold a candle to some of these, like, exactly how Mad Farm put it. Designer mangoes.
She said the Tommy Atkins mango sounds boring.
Tommy Atkins is not really a favorite of anyone, yeah. Some people still like it. I'm not one. It's okay. Yeah, Tommy is sold in the big box stores, and it's a common mango. But Glen is really is good. Yeah, it's juicy and delicious. Is the Mad Farm, is Glen the one that's kind of peachy sometimes? Because I don't know if I can put up my pictures, and maybe you can tell me what. I don't know if this is a keat mango. It's one from, oh no, that's not going to be. What the? I can't bring up my pictures. No.
Miss Sharon, was it the Orlando farmer? He loves mangoes too.
Yeah. Orlando Farmer loves them even more, I think, than Dan.
Yeah.
I would say Dan's got a multitude, like a food forest, and the Orlando Farmer is known for his huge mango trees that he keeps in huge pots up there. So, but I love Dan's food forest. I've gotten seeds from him before. I think the list is good. Yes, yeah, I agree. I like a lot of the ones that are those desserty ones.
Yeah.
Thumbs up or else we're coming from you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, mango ducks. I wonder if you all have any mango state vanilla, sweet and juicy, about the same size as a Tofos. Possibly. It is possible. Yeah, a lot of them have less fiber. The other Glen has, I think, hardly any fiber. And the one that my friend has a little bit of a peachiness too. Actually, I could probably bring it up on my phone. And it's a beautiful mango, but I think it's a peat, if I'm saying that right.
Classic.
It's huge.
With peachy notes, old school variety.
There we go.
Eden.
All right, then maybe it's a Glen. It looks like, oh, come on. Just, no. Can we just show the one picture? Why does that always happen to me? Okay. Hit the wrong button like an old person. I don't even think it's showing right. This is all peach up here where that highlight is. There we go. Little bit.
Okay.
It turns, it's almost peach at the top, then it goes yellow, then it goes green. But I heard that if they're grown on the interior, they don't get all those pretty colors to them. Oh, Matt said Manila is one of his favorites. I don't know if I've seen them down here. I did try one. I have to look it up. From Mina, because Mina is the guy who's doing the mangoes for Walter. What was the one he gave? He gave me. It was delicious. Yeah, I did have an Edgar this year, a Venus, a Pickering, a Maha Chinook, and then he gave me a small one to try because I bought a whole bunch. And it's called an Okrong mango. It was so good, but small. So what's the Manila like, Mad Farm? You want a Glen? I wish I could ship them. There are companies that ship them out. So I know Tropical Acres does. They're not cheap though, because they're definitely fancy mangoes. I don't know if either one is sending over.
That ain't none of your business, David.
I have a variety and probably. Oh, very cool.
No, he said, Mad, do you sell mangoes? That ain't none of your business, David.
Okay, it is shaped like a Glen. Okay. So can Glen be trying to think. The seeds. Give me the is it dioecious or mono? It's got multiple sprouts from the seeds. And of course that is just leaving my brain right now what that's called. Tropical fruit dance. The mango tango. I like that.
Philippine mango.
Okay. Yeah, Philippine mangoes are supposed to be really good. Oh, the Manila. Okay, it's a Philippines mango. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we get in. We would have to say probably. Thank you, the embryonic. I couldn't think of the word. Polyembryonic. The seed is polyembryonic that he gave me, Mad Farm, and I didn't realize it until of course, I go to water it, and I see it's already fused, so I can't really separate it out. So I've got like a multi, but you're more likely to have the clone of the tree in the poly, is from what I've been reading, rather than just the mono embryonic where it's one sprout. But that's how you also get those fancy mangoes, is the monos, and you get a cross-pollinated and come up with these new ones. Yeah, I want to try the ice cream too, David. But the Glen is delicious. His is just delicious. Oh, okay. So that mango is Indo-Chinese flavor, citrusy, very sweet. For the Manila, okay. Yes, it has more than one embryo. It was wild when I went over there and I saw them all, but I was like, okay, well, what do I do? I don't want to. Are they all going to have to fruit now to figure out which one is a copy of the tree? Yeah, that's the one that's in the stores is the El Tufo, the honey. Oh, thank you, Joe. That was sweet. Mhm.
Oh, sucky now.
Yeah, farmers market, or sometimes I find people on Facebook Marketplace. The Otofos might, but because they're in the grocery store, I don't bother with them right now. But I'm sure they would be even better fresh off the tree. Thank you so much, Joe. That was very thoughtful of you. Thank you. Appreciate it. One day I'll get my $100 out of my savings account for you too. One day. And those help me do it. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. One day I'll also, create more content maybe so that could help too. Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay,
not
they are
going for the
truly.
money.
Oh, okay. Well, it had been growing underneath his tree for a while. Oh, okay. So monoembryonic seeds can produce multiple sprouts as well. Oh, shoot, then it might not be his tree, his fruit that'll come because those are huge. Like when he brings them to us, his
Hey,
mangoes are
you
like
know.
almost as big as my head. And they are totally fiberless and just sweet with some honey notes and a little peachy. Oh. But they also, if we get a lot of rain, they can taste like absolutely barely anything at all.
Hmm.
And I've noticed that I think they said that happens with the lemon varieties.
I'm gonna have to get some of these midget varieties and put
Yes,
my farm my greenhouse up.
yes, do it. Absolutely. Maybe dig down like those people do in Canada who grow the citrus. They get your grandson dig down for you so it's got that depth, and then yeah, so they can grow tall. Let me see. Okay, yeah, Manilas are my favorite. Tofos and Pentacos, the round green mangoes will do. I don't know if I've tried the round green mangoes. Tofos are okay. They're good though to have at the grocery stores. Like if you can't get the mangoes down here during mango season, they're at least putting better mangoes in the grocery stores now.
Some stores.
Yes, I did. Yeah, in some stores. True. True. Some stores are getting. Yeah, I saw that. What kind of dance does tropical fruit? Yep, dance, mango tango. I saw that. It's cute. I think she said they sell those. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the mangoes can be about $6 a pound or more that are grown on these because there's, supply and demand, and a lot of people know about the mangoes now. And we'll have people drive from way up north, and even, people come down from Georgia to get some of the mangoes during mango season.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite pricey. Plus all the care that they take, they have hired help that come in and help. And
I'm
yeah.
not coming. I'm not coming to Florida for no soursop. That's for sure.
No, you're going to grow your own, which is
Now
great.
sitting right there.
That's
I got
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
I got 3 feet out there, and the rest of them sitting right here.
I have to keep watching mine because I don't want any more to, go to the upper room. That
I
was
think
just heartbreaking.
I think I got 2
And
that's going to the upper room.
oh no. Yeah, just the fruit itself, that first year that it fruited. I got one and the other one went to the upper room. But that seems about right because, it was the first year of fruiting, so that seems about right. 99 cents for one. Yeah. The Otufos they put on sale for that price here for the 99 cents.
Seasoned mangoes just got whole supposedly fruited. Okay. Force.
Whoa. Mad Farm. I'm going to have my shirt on Sunday that has South Florida sunshine. Plus, hopefully, you will recognize this face here. Please come up to me and say hello. And yeah, I want to know about that 4-season mango.
I would move to Florida, but I don't want to go through the storm season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go through all them storms.
But you guys get tornadoes, and we have more warnings about our hurricanes, and tornadoes can get stronger and come out of like nowhere.
Yeah.
So if you can endure living in a tornado alley or zone, you can handle Florida. That's just my thought. The biggest thing is you just want something that is a structure that's concrete block.
Mango,
about 2 pounds.
Okay. Sauce.
Yeah,
wheelhouse.
It's in his wheelhouse. I have I think it's the Mountain Soursop Mad Farm. It's the one that doesn't have the tang as much. It doesn't have the sour component. It's very mild that I'm growing. And this year it has more fruit on it, which I'm so excited about. I've had 2 off the tree already. 1 went to the upper room.
I can't wait till these fellas get bigger. I'm waiting. The one out there is it's about 3 feet. I don't want to pull anything off it yet. I want to take the leaves off, but not yet.
I don't know. Maybe not, Shawnee. Maybe I'll wear the bikini top. They'll never forget. Not with this 54-something-year-old body. They'll be like, what the? He's a nut.
Sometimes it don't matter how old you are.
All right,
Sometimes
Duncan.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure. Oh, Duncan. All right. Have a blessed night. I'll be praying for Andrea.
All right, Duncan.
Thank you so much. First in, first out. That's allowed. That's totally allowed. We appreciate you so much. But a present mangoes for 80 pesos. I wish I could just do the translation of pesos in my head. This is like, yeah, tofos are much cheaper here, which I was surprised. I don't know where they keep these trees in Mexico, but they must have tons of them, or they're just, I guess, a very prolific tree. Oh my goodness, 3 months away from your start of winter? No, Andrew. Although we go into our Florida fall, and that's our spring when we can start growing annuals. I'll have green carb. Hold on, Carib Exotic shirt. Okay. As well as my son, we are not vendors, but we'll be spectating and definitely keep it. Oh, cool. Okay, mine's olive green, the shirt that I wear. Cool. Carib Exotics. It'll be nice to meet you if we can. I don't know how big the place is, Matt Farm. I have no idea. And I want to be able to get up early so I don't miss anything because I want to go to some of the classes if they have them.
You going by yourself or your daughter going with you?
Just me. So that it gives me a little, well, because it kind of bores her. Because you know how plant people get excited about plants, and we just chit chat about plants. She's not really a plant person.
I'm not into that, Mom. You do the garden, Mom. I just want to eat, right. Mom. You do the garden.
Right. Pretty much. Mangoes in our stores taste good and sweet, but it's not. Oh yeah, then you have the ones that are filled with fiber. Those aren't as fun as the ones. The El Tufo isn't too filled with fiber. They're the little yellow ones, like yellow orange. Everybody's saying goodnight to Duncan. Thank you. And one Manila Tufo, the Pentacons are the last of the season. I've never heard of that one either, the Pentacones. I'll have to look into that one.
Now, see, times like this, I just shut up and sit back because y'all talking all these mangoes and.
Oh, good. I pronounce it. Okay, good. Because, yeah, sometimes I just do not do well with words. Although my friends are so kind to me and tell me that I do, my girlfriends. Like, you say those Latin words, I'm like, I have no idea because I have partial dyslexia, how that happens.
It's helping you. It's
But
helping you.
yeah, Latin, I did want to take Latin and I never did. I wanted to take it after I got out of school. I wanted my daughter and I to do Latin when we were doing homeschooling, but then my daughter had some issues where that was not going to happen.
I
You know,
only
the
took
supplies
Pig Latin.
Yeah. I took Spanish and it made more sense. Like that, the way they spell is exactly how it looks, how those sounds. That's how you spell the word. It's not like English with how we have read and read
You know what made me
and
stop speaking
words.
Spanish?
What?
Korea.
That
I grew up.
do it.
I grew up in a Hispanic neighborhood. I took 4 years of
Oh.
Spanish in school. When I joined the military and went to Korea, I would start speaking in Korean and I would end it in Spanish. And she said, you. I know what you said. I don't know what you said. You start speaking Korean, then you start speaking some other stuff. And it's just the way that you roll your tongue. But
Right.
once they jumped on me so many times, I tried my best to
Yeah.
stop speaking Spanish. Now I can't speak no Spanish.
Yep. That's how it is. I know. I was starting to understand it and starting to speak it, and then I broke up with that boyfriend and wasn't hanging around all the Spanish people anymore. Yeah, he's got a cool shirt. His Sleepy Lizard shirts are pretty cool. Thank you, Shawnee, for promoting my t-shirts. I appreciate that.
My
Very
Spanish
sweet.
teacher was awesome. She was outstanding.
Oh, she was that good, huh?
She was good.
Yeah, Spanish women know how to dress and move and everything. I found that out going down to Miami a lot. I was like, wow, I could, let's learn some lessons down here. Did you get that figured out yet so I can participate? Leave that. That makes two. It's never been in the quit. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're both going to be. Oh, you've got a Sleepy Lizard hat. I haven't even gotten any of that like merch. My merch is I've got Divas, and I've got Compost Your Enemies from David the Good, and I have the Flying Fox Farms shirt because I wanted that shirt from Adam for a while.
Mosquitoes order.
Oh, hi, Mother Earth Garden Club. Glad you could pop in. It's good to see you.
Mother Earth?
Yes, 8 and 8. That's so like, what the heck? So mean to us as children. And Nat with the silent G. It was funny because I said that to Chat GPT, like just talking about language, and I said how our language has all these weird words. And Chat GPT says, I said, yeah, like gnat, because I was spelling gnat to her. I was asking her a question about some bug, about gnats, I guess, control. And she goes, yeah, it's so gnarly. I was like, oh my gosh, it just told a joke.
Mad Farm, did you serve?
Oh,
service.
nice. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Gnarly gnats.
Oh, you did? That's cool, Aid. I like that. Yeah, I didn't learn any Latin in school. Well, the English have better schools. We know that. Keep changing ours around. They wanted to keep us as factory workers over here in America.
Well, actually, I thought about it. I said I wanted my kids to actually grow up in Korea because they went to school like 6.5 days. I mean, 5.5 days.
Oh, I know. Yeah. And like super long hours too.
But they're extremely smart.
Yes, they are.
Now,
yes, they are.
My grandson has done all his brothers and all that stuff. And I kind of put that on my wife because my wife was a substitute teacher. And when he get on the toilet, he ain't getting off that toilet till you go through all the words on that wall. Once he once he
Right.
gets through all that, he can get up off the toilet.
Yeah, I ordered different posters to put up for Malachi, and they were supposed to be pre-laminated, but yeah, no. I think that word got lost in translation, and it has to be. Pancho Villa? What? Is it said differently though? Up there? Numbers everybody at
My
least.
indigenous name is Pancho Villa.
Yeah. Numbers everybody at least. These first rains, the temp is cold and they're not as intense at present. Oh, the mosquitoes they're all talking about. Yeah. The gnarly gnats, exactly. Gnarly gnats. They are gnarly.
Andrew, I told my mother I was dropping out of school. I was 17 years old and I was a junior. I said, I am not going to school no more. And my mom said, okay. And she went in the room, took her nurse uniform off and everything, came back to the room where I was at. And out of 1,500 something students, I was number 35. What'd that tell you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still got the scars to prove it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
My mom didn't play.
Yeah. Yeah, medical, the terms are in Latin. Same thing with horticulture, botany, all the sciences. A lot of it is based in Latin. That's right. You went to boarding school. Yeah. Even my school away from home, my father called that an expensive summer camp.
Nobody
You did, Andrew? We stopped reporting when at 16. You can do that legally here in homeschool. When Hannah turned 16, she had already tested out in college on all her subjects. I think just her math was like freshman year in college. And what's funny though is she struggled with it so much that she thought she wasn't good at math. I said, no, you were fine. You were actually on point. Just everything else was so advanced. It made that look like less, like that you struggled. Oh, nobody's telling me what I can or can't do.
Well, Shawnee, my grandson, he was what, a year old? And he was going to the bathroom and he was reading everything. I came home from the VA with my paperwork and I just set it on the bed and I was sitting in the chair. Right. He picked it up and he started reading it. So I said, you want to be nosy, huh? I made him read the whole sheet. He read everything on it without any mistakes.
That's great.
He was just 3 years old.
That's amazing. Hannah was like that. She was able to read 2-3 years old. She was turning the books and saying pages, like turning the pages and saying words around 2, close to 3. And then by 3, she was reading. And then she was writing before she was in preschool, I believe. So that's around 4. She was typing words. It didn't really like make sense. It was a lot of gibberish, but we realized she could memorize sentence structure. And she was just putting different sentences together. Not talking about mosquitoes. Yeah, ours. Actually, that pitcher plant's helping a little bit on my patio with the mosquito load, which I'm grateful for. And because we haven't had this ton of rain, y'all with your tons of rain are getting lots of it. Yeah. He can say all those words over on his toilet. That's right, Johnny. You tell him.
And my grandson will be in your area next week.
Oh, yeah?
Now, they done been out of school, but
yeah,
he's doing beta and he's doing 4-H. So last week he was gone for a week. Now next week he's going to be gone for a week.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Mad Farm. Hope to see you Sunday and your son. That would be great.
I'm going to sign on. All right, Mad Farm, take it easy. And I will be checking out your channel even more.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody check each other out if you haven't in the side chat. I ain't in the bathroom to read this. Get up there.
Well, see, there's a difference.
Good to know. Good to know.
Right now, you big and rusty. He was young and better do what he was told.
Right. Now, are they coming down here for anything specific? Like
They have
just
it's a beta, something beta, and they're coming down there, and they'll be there for the whole week.
oh wow.
Hmm.
Got my good
And
Eskimo
that fella
diploma
right there,
GED.
ever since
Right.
he been in the 6th grade, letters been coming to house from different colleges. And he only
Oh,
been
wonderful.
and
Oh, he's
he's
meant
going
to
to the 8th
smart.
grade. When he go back to
Yeah,
school,
that's
he'd be in the 8th grade.
wow. How the heck? I wonder what test they grabbed him from.
Mm,
Because usually it's a standardized test that they get them early and they notice the talent and they start sending stuff out. I had a nephew like that, but sadly it went along with he wasn't okay up there. He was so smart he wasn't okay. Ain't the
that's
Bible. Let's see.
I tell my
Yeah.
grandson all the time, common sense, it'll save you or kill you. So even though you're
Right.
smart, use common sense.
Yeah. You need both. You need school and street smarts to survive in the world.
Right.
I was in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, and was reading at a college that got me out doing extra reading classes over the years. That's great. Yeah, it's hard though when you're so talented in one area and then the other areas don't come along as easy.
Right.
Then you think something's wrong, and it's like, no. You're just super extra talented over here, and that you're still advanced. You're still above average over there. That's not a problem, because you've got this over here that's going to help balance anything else out. But yeah. All right, Mother Earth. I thought it was kind of late for you to come in. And plus, we've gone to 2 hours. Thanks to my co-host tonight, Jegs, for coming up, J3GS Farms. You haven't checked him out, please do. He's also, we call him the Mango Mangler because he loves mangoes too and just takes them down without a problem. Hopefully, I will be videotaping the event. I do have my nice camera set up. We'll see. I bought extra batteries, so maybe we'll get some pretty video. I don't know. Just any video I know my friends will be saying would be great, Carol. Get it out of your camera and actually onto YouTube. That's awesome. Yeah, I was able to do our budget, and math was not my fantastic subject either. But that's
Unfortunately,
how.
math was the only thing that I considered I was good in. I went straight from basic math to algebra.
That's
And
great.
I was trying to figure out how in the world I did that. Teacher said, "You know what you're doing." I said, "Okay."
Yeah. You knew the steps. You were memorizing probably all the processes, and you could. Some people if you have ADHD, and I'm pretty sure I had it, and they didn't diagnose it as a female, or at least I have a lot of the symptoms. Your working memory doesn't hold stuff when I'm reading, I have to keep rereading to comprehend it. But if I read it out loud and I can hear myself, I can comprehend it better.
Right.
Same thing with math. If I'm writing down a problem and I'm not able to understand the vocabulary and say the steps to myself and get it, they just get lost. And if you don't have all your steps in algebra, it's
Well, put it this way. I was helping my grandson with his math now. The math they have now is totally different when I was in school.
Way different.
What?
Yeah. It's Common Core. And then the mathematicians, some of them help push it through. Yeah. That's another live unto itself. Everybody, thank you again for joining us. Thank you again, Jegs, for coming up. I appreciate you so much. Help me not be lonely up here tonight. And hopefully I will have good news for you all on what I got to taste and maybe what I got to bring home as a maybe new tree for the backyard. And if I get, rid of any, maybe I'll eventually, get a bare root to you with those seeds for the jackfruit. We can pray.
Well, I did have 3 jackfruits growing in my backyard, but the deers ate them. I had 3 of them growing.
Oh yeah, those deers. We got to get you a higher deer fence. and
I
and
need to get that
and a
extra
better
feet.
scope, maybe. Can you?
I got
I'll
neighbors.
probably.
Got
Yeah, you
neighbors.
can't. They're too close, right?
Neighbors.
All right, everybody, have a good night. Much love, and we will catch
See
you in
y'all
the
in these
YouTube
YouTube
streets.
streets.
Bye.
Bye bye, y'all.